Alrighty guys, so in this video I'm going to show you how you can either create a course from scratch, or you can take a course that maybe your school or your district has already been assigned to you. So let's go ahead and start with selecting a course that the district or school has already assigned to you. So in your dashboard here, you're going to see these tiles, and one of the tiles might say your class name, and then it should say either like your last name or maybe your last and then your first initial, something around that matter. And then it will also give you the date. So for this year it would be 2021. And so that's what it would say in one of these tiles. So what we're going to do is we're just going to pretend that we selected one of those courses. And there are some pros and cons of creating your own course over just using a course that the district has given you. One of the pros of using a course that the district has given you is that the students are already put into that course. So unlike creating your own course from scratch, in the people section, all of the students will be already assigned to your class. So that's one less step you'll have to do if you build your course from scratch. The downside to this is that they've already organized the students in here, so you don't have as much free customization when it comes to sorting the students as much as you would have if you had a completely started from scratch course. So it's kind of up to you and your class. I think if I were an elementary teacher, I would probably just use what the district has given me. Or if I was a middle school teacher that only teaches one course and it only has one course code, I would probably just stick with the course that the district has given me. However, for me and my class, I don't fall into that category, and the reason for that is because sometimes they mix the advanced and the beginning students in on one course code. So what I have to do is I have to build it myself because I'd like to sort the students myself between the two courses. Let's just pretend that we took the course from the district and we're just going to build this out. So all I really have to do is just select the course, make sure it says my name and it's the correct course, and then I can just start building in it. I can make the settings, change the settings, I can do all of that, but I really don't have to get into anything else when it comes to just taking the pre-given course. Now I'm going to show you what you have to do if you'd like to create a course from scratch. So let's go ahead and go back to dashboard here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to this right side of the screen and you're going to see a button that says start a new course. So let's go ahead and press that. It's going to ask me for my course name and I can create that however I like. What I recommend doing is do not separate these courses based on class periods. Just create one course based on your course codes. So for example, I teach beginning and I teach advanced. So I'm going to call one of these classes beginning. And then it's going to ask for a short name. And what it means by this is it's just kind of the shorter version of a very long course name. So I can say like B film. And I'll know that that's beginning film. I keep the licenses the same because that's fine by me. And then you're going to go ahead and press create course. Now as you can see, this looks almost identical to the course that the district provided me, but in a second I'll show you why it's a little different. So if I go to people, I'm going to see that there are no students in this class, there's only myself. So what I would have to do is I would have to go up here to people and I'd have to manually put in my students' IDs. And that's actually not difficult, it's just an extra step. So if I were to add some students to this class, I would press that button where it says plus people, and then I'm going to go ahead and press the SIS ID. And what that's basically asking is for the students, in our school's case, the alpha codes, but it's just their student ID really. And so what I do is, in the past, I used to type them by hand. So I would say blah, 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 blah. That's one student, blah, 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 blah. That's another student, and then go on and so forth. But thankfully, our program that houses all of the students' information and our grades and things like that, I can run a report, and I can have this report specifically say all of the students' alpha codes or the students' school IDs in one column, and then all I have to do is copy and paste it into this area here, and it makes it super easy and I save a lot of time. So that's what I'll end up doing. Unfortunately, I can't show you that process just because I haven't gotten my rosters yet, but it's really simple, it's pretty easy, and if you need help, I can help you. Just leave a comment or send me an email and I'll be happy to help you with that. So I do want to mention that you can choose administrators to be in your course. So for example, if you have a faculty that likes to, or an administration that likes to make sure you have lesson plans submitted, you're going to want to add them to your Canvas course in order for them to see those. So if I go to, let's see, Course Observer, and then I say it's going to be for beginning, I can add my administrator's email or whatever it needs to be in order to add them to the course. So for me, I could put their email, it would send them an invitation, and then they could accept the invitation and would have access. So that's how that would work. And then we would just press next, it would find those students, and then it would add them to our class. Now the students on their end would have to accept the class, but it's really simple. It is an invitation in their email, or it will show up in Canvas on the top, and that's it. So since these weren't real students, it couldn't find them, and that's okay. And really, that's all it takes to start your new course. In the next video, I'm going to talk about how you can change the settings and how the settings will let you customize your course a little bit more. So if you're interested in hearing and seeing how I do that, go ahead and continue on.